So it's Neil Cragg who will leave the grid first, Quaylor and Neumann second and third. Hupo Honigel will be the fourth man off the line. Martin Wallanka next. Wesley van Helmond of the Netherlands, Martin Beyer, Malin Carlsen, Michael Olowski and Daniel Kobovic. That is the 10 competitors we'll see on this one. We'll follow Bruno Quaylor first of all. He is the second man off the line here for this session, and he's been very competitive indeed so far.
10 seconds to start. All cars to the starting positions.
So Cragg on the final session.
1, 5, 4, 3, 9,
great to see how he does out
10,
here.
8, 6.
But Bruno Quaylor, the man, will follow first of all.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. 7.
So there goes Neil Cragg, but we'll hold off at EFRA corner and watch Bruno Quaylor, the man who's been in control so far.
9, 2,
so Quaylor of Portugal has been very quick all weekend long, all week long, more so in the four-wheel drives than the twos. Really shown his true potential here. First time at this circuit. And of course, with 5 days under his belt, now knows every inch, almost undoubtedly so, and has been using that to his advantage. Of course, everyone's been here now for 5 days, as everyone double stinting. 2 European Championships, the two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, and Bruno Quaylor looking very, very strong. A top contender for this afternoon's A finals. Currently being pursued by Jörn Neumann. So if we go back to the next car, Jörn Neumann, the yellow rimmed car with the red and yellow body shell. Neumann in the Serpent. It's been very competitive, Jean Neumann rather, and Bjorn, of course, so close to the European two-wheel drive title. Neil Cragg eventually beating him to it by, I believe, less than 2 seconds. So Neumann, third place currently after 4 runs on the order with a 4-point score. Perfect nought so far for Quaylor and Cragg. So Neil Cragg, who is currently the leader on the road and second on the screens behind Quaylor, right at the top of the order. So it has been between Quaylor, Cragg and Neumann all weekend long. And Martin Wallanka in 4th, Kari Salmela in 5th, and however, be very surprised if it's anyone other than Quaylor, Cragg or Neumann who finds himself at the top of the sheets at the end of this 5-minute session, and will be equally surprised ultimately if none of the 3 of them walk away with the European Championship in four-wheel drive here. If someone else wins it, then you know that's probably down to a collision, an incident between the 3 of them, because they've just been incredibly fast ever since we got the four-wheel drives out on Thursday morning. We follow Neumann, currently in 3rd. 2 seconds separating the 3 of them right now. 1.5 minutes remains. So let's take a look at Coelho when we can, because he's actually taken Neil Cragg back again. So the position in Cragg's hands at the moment. So Cragg just going up to cone corner, yellow and red car. The 7 HPI hairpin, and under the bridge he goes. So the 7 car. And Coelho, sorry, that's Cragg in the 7 car. Coelho just behind him. So Cragg and Coelho together on track. Very close together also on the timing screens, but Coelho, as we can see, closing up on Cragg, getting further and further away on the timing screen from the Brit, about 0.4 of a second every lap. Coelho is making up. Very impressive stuff so far. Undoubtedly 2 of the top contenders in the A final, along with, of course, Jörn Neumann. Cragg over the leap for the final time in theory. He's at the head of the field, so it should be getting a bit loose at the very end there. So Cragg across the line, 1.189 seconds off the pace of Coelho, who came across the line right behind him. So Coelho on a 5:01.037, that's a very quick time. 12 laps completed. 5:02.226 for Neil Cragg. Jörn Neumann in third, eventually on a 5:04.304. Malin Carlsen across the line fourth, although that could change. I believe we still have Daniel Kobovic out there on track. So we just wait for Kobovic to cross the line, but it looks like Malin Carlsen will be the 4th position finisher. Indeed she is, so well done to the young Norwegian competitor. Martin Beyer 5th across the line on a 5:08.8. Hupo Honigel and Daniel Kobovic, the 2 other drivers to complete 12 laps, 11 laps for Wesley Van Helmond, Martin Wilanka and Michael Olowski failing to finish, but it is Bruno Coelho who looks the most competitive out there, of course. With that time, he'll almost certainly get another 0. And that means that it will still be between him and Cragg at the front row come the A finals a little bit later on, which you can see right here on RC Racing TV.